Our ancestors were fully aware of how to build great structures that would stand up to the elements for centuries and even thousands of years. Some of these structures to this day are listed among the wonders of the world. Despite this knowledge, they resisted the temptation to build so much that nature would be irrevocably changed. All life was interconnected and interdependent. Our ancestors were careful not to take more than the earth was able to replenish. They saw life in all nature, including rain, wind, climate, mountains, rivers, trees, animals, etc. Human beings were seen as an equal, not greater, part of all things in the web of life. They believed that the living world was sacred and that they must always maintain Earth's delicate balance in order to conserve human population. It was imperative that, as much as humanly possible, we let nature take its course. Human beings were responsible for interacting with the world around them in a respectful way. All activities of life were based on their relationship with nature. They knew that disregarding or abusing nature would have disastrous consequences. Religious doctrine says that we should love our neighbors as ourselves. But thousands of years before any of these doctrines were written, our ancestors considered all living neighbors lovable. They were related to all living things and all living things had the right to flourish. Pre-European contact indigenous societies had rituals and ceremonies designed to teach children and remind adults of their interconnectivity with, and dependency, on nature. According to 16th century European invaders, indigenous people used the land competently without spoiling it. In every climate they had high-yielding plants for every need of food, drink, seasoning, and fiber. They also had herbs used as anesthetics, antiseptics, sedatives, purgatives, stimulants, antitoxins, and during surgery. They recognized the sustainability of nature and patterned their own culture after this natural permaculture. While Europeans, due largely to their lack of education, thought that our ancestors were not using land, they began disrupting the so-called permaculture that our ancestors took care to maintain for thousands of years. To the uneducated Europeans seeking wealth, seemingly unused land or forested areas are there for the taking. What they didn't realize or care about, even today in rainforests around the world, is that the forest was our medicine cabinet and the land was our pantry. Their invasion marked the beginning of our inability to heal and feed ourselves. Hundreds of years of their relentless taking has even resulted in their own inability to eat healthy and heal themselves. What we are calling the developed world today was built on the concepts of overindulgence and selfishness. Thursday was the white supremacist Thanksgiving Day, the day those that practice white supremacy celebrate or give thanks for their abundance and prosperity, which was predicated on the destruction of people that practiced permaculture since ancient times. The celebration is a reflection of the culture itself. It is one of many annual reminders of its philosophy of overindulgence at all costs. Those that attempt to refrain from the practice of overindulgence are, perhaps unwittingly, practicing the basics of indigenous permaculture. This article was written by Daku Akabo wa Akatu.